Why are used American cars selling like hotcakes? Every year, tens of millions of vehicles are exported from the U.S. Damaged, old, but cheap and with clear history. And here's the real question. Why don't Americans just fix them at home? Fixing a car in the U.S. is almost like buying a new one. Mechanics charge from $100 an hour, parts are expensive, and insurance companies often pay out cash rather than approve repairs. As a result, there's a massive market for damaged cars. It's easier to sell them for export than to fix them. And for many other countries, these cars are a real goldmine. American cars find buyers all over the world. Most commonly, they go to Europe, especially Germany, Lithuania, Poland, and Ukraine. In Africa, top importers are Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. In the Middle East, the UAE and Jordan lead the way. And in Central Asia, demand is high in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. For example, Poland and Lithuania import sedans and electric cars. Africa prefers SUVs, pickups, and older Toyotas. CIS countries opt for affordable all-rounders like Hyundai or Honda. How to buy a car from the US? Start by registering on one of the platforms, Copart, IAAI, Mannheim, or Odessa. Then choose your lot, damaged, burnt, or just old and cheap. Always check the vehicle history using Carfax, AutoCheck, or Epic VIN. Look at the photos, mileage, and damage reports. Place your bid or use Buy Now to skip the auction and buy immediately. If you win, pay the invoice. The car will then be picked up and transported to the nearest port. In the Zvelta app, you can find cars from US auctions, as well as other vehicles from around the world. After purchase, the car is taken to a port, usually New York, Los Angeles, or Miami. A container is loaded, fits 3 to 4 vehicles, loaded onto a ship, and off it goes. Shipping times: to Europe, 3 to 6 weeks, to Africa, 5 to 8 weeks, to Asia, 6 to 9 weeks. Customs and restrictions. Custom clearance is crucial. In the EU, you can't import cars without Euro 5 certification or with heavy damage. Ukraine accepts even damaged vehicles. Africa? Much simpler. Often no major restrictions. Customs duties. On average, 30% to 80% of the car's price plus delivery costs. What's the total cost? So how much does the full process cost? Vehicle itself. Damaged cars, $1,000 to $1,500. Good condition, $3,000 to $4,000. Auction fees, $250 to $600 per one lot. Delivery to port plus loading, $500 to $700. Ocean freight, to Europe, $800 to $1,200. To Africa, Asia, $1,000 to $1,500. Customs fees, 30 to 80% of vehicle plus shipping. Extras, broker services, document checks. Support, $300 to $500. In the Zvelta app, you can find cars from US auctions, as well as other vehicles from around the world. How to check vehicle history. Before buying, always do your homework. Use Carfax, better for spotting accidents and service records. Or AutoCheck, a bit cheaper but less detailed. Look out for: was the car ever salvaged? How many previous owners? Was it used as a taxi? Best to choose cars listed by insurance companies. They're less risky than private sellers. How to choose a good seller. Look for insurance company or donation in the seller type. Avoid dealers with poor ratings or suspicious photos. Always verify the VIN, call your broker, and ask questions. On average, it takes 1 to 2 weeks to find a great car, especially if you're on a budget. Final question: is it worth it? Absolutely, if you know what you're doing. It's a real chance to save 30 to 50% compared to buying locally, even after factoring in shipping, taxes, and repairs. You get access to a huge range of vehicles, from like new to lightly damaged. With the right broker and due diligence, importing from the US can be a smart move. Subscribe so you don't miss new guides, insights, and car buying hacks.